Hello YouTube chess lovers and my friends, this is Gunjan here, and today I like to show you some of the nice chess tricks which can lead to a very fast victory. Now before we go and look at those tricks, let me show you one of the game by Paul Morphy, which I bet all of us has seen probably more than 100 times. Now this game was played in early 90s where Morphy was white and Morphy started with the move e4 and his opponent responded with the move b6, and after d4 bishop to b7 Morphy responded with bishop to d3, and here his opponent played this horrible looking move which is f5, and here this game was remembered for a long time after e cross f5, which at first sight looks like giving up a rook, so his opponent greedily captured the g2 pawn, but after very simple queen check and g6 f cross g6, Morphy's opponent here responded with knight to f6, so attacking the queen. And if you have seen this position first time, then there is a mate in 2. You can pause the video and you can try your own. I'm showing you right now. So the very simple move is g cross h7 with give a discover check, and after force reply knight cross h5 we have lovely checkmate which is bishop to g6. And I bet many of us have seen this game few times and saying why you are showing this game, but the whole idea of showing you this game is many people doesn't know the modern variation of it. So today I'm going to show you a particularly dirty tricks which can lead to a very fast victory. Now if you remember that game, let me flip the view first. So if you remember that game, so game was started with the move e4 and black responded with b6, and after d4 bishop to b7 white plays bishop to d3, and I give you guarantee that 80 to 85% of the time your opponent will play this move and they will hope that you are going to play f5, and to their surprise we are going to play move f5 here, and after e cross f5 I bet your opponent will dream that he get a duplicate version of the Morphy game, and for some moves we are giving him that hope, so we are certainly going to capture that pawn. And after queen check and g6, after f cross g6, here comes this twist in the game because we are going to stun him with this move bishop to g7. And if your opponent is not familiar with this position, and I give you guarantee that many people doesn't study from here onwards, or they completely don't know how to react, then they will follow this attacking looking sequence. So after g cross h7 we have a discover attack to the king, and after king to f8 the most logical reply by the white is h cross g8 equals queen, and after king captures, to his horror he will find out that right now this queen has been attacked by the black rook, and the most important thing is this rook will now a goner. So you won't believe, but I have beat an IM on the chess.com and he doesn't know how to react from here onwards. The thing is, many people doesn't study beyond certain lines, and there are many inventions exist, and if you are not familiar with those, then you might get into the trouble. And this is exactly what happened. My game with an IM, he responded with bishop to c4 check, but after very simple e6 and queen to g4 I simply grab the rook in the corner, and if you count the pieces right now, black emerged with an exchange up against knight and pawn, and if you play accurately from here onwards then you can easily win this game, and that's what happened in the game. So that is one nasty and dirty trick which I give you guarantee many of your opponent will not know, and they will fall into this. Now as a white player, if somebody try the same trick against you, then you should better know how to react, and trust me, playing accurately against this system required a great deal of accuracy. So here white should certainly capture this pawn, and after very nature looking bishop cross g2 white will give this queen check, and after g6 f cross g6 and bishop to g7 we are going to capture that pawn once again. So g cross h7, and after very natural looking king to f8, here comes the first twist. And please remember this, if your opponent plays bishop to g7, then you should respond it with this winning move, knight to f3. Now the first merit of knight to f3 is it's free of this rook. So now if black doesn't capture this rook, then this rook will be escaped. Let's see some of the response by the black. Here black has a 3 genuine reply. Let's deal each by turn. So if here black first of all take this knight, so bishop cross f3, then the very simple is queen cross f3, and we are going to fork king and a rook. Please note, if the king goes to the e8, then there will be a checkmate in 1 after bishop to g6, so that is impossible. And the natural looking move is knight to f6, but then very simple repetition is queen cross a8, and white is a clear rook ahead. So that is bishop cross f3. Here black can go for the rook hunt, so bishop cross h1. Well, against this white has a very tricky move, which is knight to e5. Now knight to e5 doesn't look that much strong at first glance, but more you look at it, more you will find it has a big venom as per the position. So for example, first threat of the white is to give a checkmate to the black king, and the second is this knight can jump into the beautiful square g6, where it can create all sorts of problem to the black king. So the only logical reply for the black is to capture this knight, so bishop cross e5. But after very simple recapture by the pawn, still some nasty threats are looming. So for example, in one of my game, my opponent responded with queen to e8, but after very simple bishop to h6 check, the only reply left is knight takes h6. But after queen takes h6 and king to f7, white has a winning move, which is bishop to c4. Please note, if e6 has been played, then the queen to f6 leads to the checkmate. So in the game my opponent responded with d5, but he completely missed this move, which is e6 and this is checkmate as well. So that is bishop cross h1. But the most logical reply here by the black will be, first of all, knight to f6, so attacking the queen, and white should play here queen to g3. So please note, this queen is right now attacking the bishop, so that means black response is pretty much false. If here black plays bishop cross h1, then the very simple reply by the white is bishop to h6, so creating a checkmate threat. And after rook cross h7, defending the checkmate threat, white has a very good reply, which is knight to g5. So knight to g5 not create the checkmate threat, but this knight is also attacking the rook, so black cannot defend both the threat, and white emerge with a very superior position. Last critical reply by the black is bishop cross f3, but after this white has a forcing sequence which gives him a very good position. So first of all, white will play rook to g1, again creating the checkmate threats. So black has to defend that threat with the rook cross h7, but after very simple queen to g3, which creates multiple threats. So the first threat is this queen wants to capture this bishop, and the second threat is this bishop has been unleashed to the rook. So to defend both the threat, black has the only reply, which is bishop to e4. But after this, the very simple answer is bishop cross e4, and after knight cross e4, white have this lethal check, which is queen to f3. Please note, right now this queen is forking king and a knight, and if this knight goes back, then the rook in the corner will hang. And if you look at this position, you will realize that white is clearly in the driving seat. I hope you enjoy and learn this wonderful chess tricks. I have caught many people off guard, including many 2000 plus players, and please try out in your game. You never know who will be your victim. Please feel free to comment on my video, and I will